Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
All right, well, a lot of people look around and they look at the leaves on the trees and the animals and themselves, and they think to themselves, what was God thinking when he made these things? Can we learn something about God by looking at the things around us? And this question has been answered many different ways throughout history. It used to be that, and you'll see this metaphor in a lot of medieval books, that there was something called the book of nature. That's how they looked at nature, was as a book, and you could read it to figure out something about how God's mind worked, and you get information about it. So, and that makes sense. You look at a lamb and you say, oh, God is meek and mild and gentle and works in a group. But you look at the tiger, like William Blake did in his poem, and the tiger, kind of mean and ferocious, but also really powerful, a tremendous amount of energy, and you think, God is powerful, and you know, you don't want to make him angry. But then, okay, lambs, tigers, then you have the freak animals, right? Like, all of my cats are freak animals. But the platypus, what is the platypus? What is going on with the platypus? This thing has a duck bill. It's kind of half like a beaver. It is a mammal, I believe, so it's not laying eggs, but it's got the face of a bird. What in the world does this tell us? Now, we could think of it a few ways. The platypus is an accident. You know, God has mostly control of the world, but every now and then something can get by quality control. And that's actually a nice lesson, because especially if you do bad things, because that might suggest that you can fly under the radar a little bit like the platypus, get through not being completely good or perfect. But maybe it tells us something a bit weirder about God. Maybe the platypus was on purpose. Maybe God wanted to make this thing. And what might that tell us? Well, that he wants us to be weird. He likes things that don't fit the categories. That, yeah, you have these categories, and there's mammals and there's birds, and they do certain things. But just when you think you have it figured out, along comes the freak animal. And it upsets all the categories, and it turns over all the boxes, and then you have to start all over again. And the platypus is really happy about that. That's the secret of the platypus. Platypus is really happy to be the animal that doesn't fit into the categories. So I think it's, again, a lesson for us to be like the platypus. Some people are like the tiger, some people are like the lamb, some people are like dogs, but some people are like the platypus, and it has its own area, and that area is to be undefinable, unclassifiable. And I think it's really important that that's okay. It's a good thing to be. I kind of think of myself that way in my prouder moments. In conclusion, platypus good.